Hello guys, you're welcome back once again on my channel. You're highly welcome. Thank you so much guys to all my subscribers. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. So today we'll learn how to cut this maxi circular dress. So that's the story for today. As you can see here, I decided to cut this dress on the floor because my cutting table is very small. It will not be enough because this is a very maxi circular dress. So this is the fabric I'll be working on. The first thing I went ahead to do is to check. You can see now measuring to determine the length, and to also know if this fabric will be enough. Here I have about 4 yards of this fabric. Yes, it's 4 yards. So because this is a circular dress and it's a very long one and maxi as well, so after I finished cutting, I realized that the down part will have a little bit of joining. So because I don't know other way to cut it so that there won't be any join, cutting a flare we are going to be cutting it in the three, no, not three, 180-degree flare. So that's what I'm trying to fold using these 4 yards of fabric. So at the end, for us to get the full length, after the end of folding it, I realized that the down part still needs to be joined. So everything depends on the length of the full length of the gown, as well as the yardage of the fabric. Okay, so that will determine if you are going to have joining or not. Okay, but after I joined, it was not visible. So you can see now I am done arranging it in a 180-degree flare in a triangular form. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to get my shoulder measurement. Your shoulder measurement divided by 2. You can see the folded end is facing me. This is the folded end. I'm actually cutting on the folded end. After folding a 180-degree flare, and the other end will be folded, while the other end will have a folded end as well as an open end. I don't know if you are getting me. So what I'm trying to do now is, I'm sorry my camera didn't capture that part, but I was trying to get the shoulder measurement, which will serve as my starting point. So you are going to place the tape on the folded end and get your shoulder divided by 2. So when you get it, you mark a straight line. From there, you are going to place your tape and measure out your full length. Okay, so after measuring your full length, you are going to mark it all round in a circular form, just as the way we mark our you mark out our circle, because remember this is a circular dress. So you're going to place it there and you mark your full length all round. Okay, this particular design is not the off shoulder type. This is the shoulder. They have a maxi circular dress, the off shoulder one, the one you attach a stripe to make to be your sleeve. By this particular one is shoulder. Okay, so from the shoulder I'm marking out my length. So that is what you see me doing, trying to mark out the length. This is a very maxi dress. Okay guys, so after marking it out, so from that shoulder measurement, I'm going to divide your shoulder measurement by 2. You mark it down. Okay, so you can see when you mark it down, you have gotten my armhole or chest line. So you can see me connecting it. Okay, so you connect it. After connecting, you make your armhole curve. So here I'm actually using a free hand, and here I'm using a free hand here. So first of all, after folding, you just place your tape to get your shoulder divided by 2 measurement. If you have gotten it, you place it where you'll be able to get your shoulder measurement. I don't know if you are getting me. I'm sorry my camera didn't capture that, but I believe you understand. It's just a basic body's measurement. So after that, then from there you mark your length. Then from there again, you come down by your shoulder divided by 2. So you get your armhole. So this is the neckline. I'm trying to mark out my neckline. The neckline I used, you can use 4 inches for the width. You can use 3.5 depending on what design you're working on. So the neck depth, I actually used 2 inches for the back, and I used 4 inches for the front. I also went ahead and slit the front part because the front part has a slit. It has a slit as a design. Okay, so the total neck depth I use for the front is 8 inches, 4 inches for the round, then the remaining 4 I slitted that part. I hope you guys can understand. So from your chest line, you go ahead and put your bust circumference divided by 4. Then you add 1 inch for joining allowance. So from there, you're going to connect it. You're going to draw line down. Remember, this is a maxi dress, okay? There's no shaping, just get the bust measurements. Then you add 1 inch for your sewing allowance. Then from there, you make a straight line. At this junction, if you don't want it to be so maxi, you can shaping it. You can see where my bust measurement started. Okay, so I'm drawing a straight line. If you don't want it to be so full, you can minimize it by coming in on the down part. Then you come in depending on how full you want. If you don't want it to be that small, you can also draw that line straight to give you that full circular dress. Okay, so now I'm trying to highlight all my markings so that you guys can see it very well. Remember also to connect your shoulder slope. You mark your shoulder slope. So at this point, I'm going to cut. So it's very simple. In no time, you are going to finish. Okay, so now I'm cutting out my back neckline first. Okay, at this point, I'm cutting out my shoulder slope. From there, I'll go ahead and cut my armhole. Remember, like I said, this is the shoulder maxi circular dress. Okay, this is not the off shoulder type. This is the shoulder one. So from here, I'm going to cut down. Okay, guys, I'm done cutting it. So I'll go ahead and remove the back piece. So I'll be able to cut the front piece. Don't cut everything together. If not, you are going to sweat. Okay, so now I've removed the back piece. So I'm trying to cut out the front piece. Then after cutting out my front neckline, I'll also go ahead and slit the front. Like I said, the front has an opening. There's a slit. You can see me slitting now the front. So after that, remember I'm going to be cutting facing for this for my so here I'm trying to shape the front armhole. So you divide your armhole by 2, then you come in by 1/2 inch. So that is what I'm doing here. Okay guys, so I'm done with that. So I'll go ahead and cut my facing, but before that, let's join this down part. Like I said earlier on, I realized that the down part had a little bit of joining to complete this maxi dress. You can see my girl is helping me out because this material is very stretchy and dancing. It's this kind of dancing or shaky material. So you have to, sometimes you need extra hand to help. Okay, so I'll be using this piece to complete the down part. So you can see, you make sure to arrange it properly. Then you go ahead and cut it out to complete your dress. This dress is very simple. It's not that difficult. Very simple and nice style. Okay, very simple. Okay guys, so I'm still trying to arrange it properly. So we decided to put it behind, okay, for us to get the accurate. Okay, now so you can see we have arranged it and we are now cutting it. Me and my girl, we are doing turn by turn. Okay, so after that I went ahead to pin it. So now we are on our sewing machine. So for this dress I cut out facing, like I said before. I'll be using facing. I love using facing a lot. Whenever I'm not so using lining, I always love to use facing. Sometimes it makes your work neat instead of using bias. So it makes that work very neat. So this is the pocket. I cut out the pocket. I'll be inserting the inner pocket. So that's my pocket piece. So I set that one aside. Then for the front, I also cut out facing for it. So you can see the facing. I'm trying to show you guys. So this is for the front. I cut out my facing. I've already pinned it. So you know, remember the front has a slit. So this is it. So after that, so like I said, this dress is very simple. The only thing left now, after sewing the after turning it, sewing the facing, turning it over, you go ahead and join your shoulder to shoulder measurements. Then when you join your shoulder to shoulder, you attach your inner pocket. Then you just finish your armhole, because there will be no sleeve for this. It's a sleeveless. So you go ahead and pipe your sleeve. Okay, after that finish, you just shape the side, hem the down part, and your dress is ready. So that's all left for this. Okay guys, so we are done. You can see the outcome of this dress. Like I said, it's very simple. If you like this video, please give this a thumbs up, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much guys for watching this video to this very end. I love you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.